All righty. We had some people. Well, hello first to Facebook and YouTube and long lasting peeps. Thank you for watching this and subscribing. It means the world to us. So people have asked, what do you do when you put in the juice in? They're probably also asked, do you look that nice while you're juicing? Well, normally I try to look my best wherever I go, and if it means juicing, I'm going to get dressed up for it. So, usually do about a bag, maybe 15 oranges. I watch because I fill it up in this container. That's my cap off and go to. I would say that's probably a gallon. I think so. I think that's probably about a gallon. So we've noticed that when we did do just did oranges, that after a couple of days, it could almost be like drinking grapefruit juice. And we were like, okay, I can't have that. So I started putting 2 apples and 2 pears as well. And that did okay, but it was still something. And you know, sometimes you get these oranges and they're not quite as ripe and sweet as you want them to be. But you know, when you're out of season in the wintertime, and we're in Kentucky, you get whatever oranges you get. And we try to go to different or other grocery stores that carry better produce than others, and there are out there that way. So I decided, pineapple is good for you. Has a lot of great benefits as well. So we'll get a pineapple, and I'll cut that pineapple. And during that, I'll use half of it for the orange juice, and the other half will go into our vegetable juice that we use. And as you see back here, there is our greens. We have romaine lettuce, spinach, parsley. All this is organic. And then we've got beets. They didn't have any red beets, so these beets work fine too. We got kale. There's like 3 different kinds of kale. I realize kale's kale. Sometimes the juicer only does so well. Carrots, cucumber. We do celery, and then we also do a lemon, 2 oranges, 2 pears, and half the pineapple. And then they'll usually go in juices right in these jugs here. And sometimes I'll top it off with coconut water if we have any. And I forgot to get coconut water, but we started doing this. Basically like a lifestyle change. They were trying to put me on 2 blood pressure medications. And I don't have blood pressure problems in my family. So it could have been stemmed. I used to be a big partier and avid drug user in the clubs. And when I was younger, and when I was a little older too. So God has saved me and delivered me from cocaine and crack. But I've had this blood pressure that would stay pretty relatively high. And I'm always on the go and running around. I didn't really feel it until you go to the doctor. They're like, hey, your blood pressure's high. So I listened to them and tried some medications, and then they wanted me to go on. I had to get some wisdom teeth pulled out. They wanted me to go on 2 blood pressures. I was like, I'm not doing that. So I ended up talking to a natural doctor who said you need to cut off a lot of different foods, breads, sugar, anything processed in a box or a bag, and no more like grains. And I love my oatmeal, but oatmeal evidently is not good for you. Wish I would have known that 40 years ago. As much oatmeal and raisin bran I've eaten. So we changed it up, and I gave it a shot, and we started juicing our vegetables and the beets because they lower your blood pressure and help regulate it. We looked up what vitamins our body needs and what vegetables or fruits offer that. So I quit taking a multivitamin, and we just started doing this. I make enough of this. We'll make enough probably for about 5 days. I usually split this. Do a 1 whole beet, 1 whole carrot, 1 whole cucumber. But I would divide that into half, divide this in half, divide this in half, and divide the kale in half, and the celery. And then you would have 2 servings from 1 grocery shop. So it's about 10 days. And so we started it. And within 2 weeks, my blood pressure was like 120 over 79, and it was 157 over 101, 111 sometimes. It was up there. So we decided we're going to stay on this. So we have a glass every morning. Once you have this kind of orange juice, you will not ever want to do another orange juice at the store. Even with I love the pulp flavor, but the freshness of this and I don't know, it's just totally different. So we were joking, I was joking with her, going, because during the wintertime, those bags of oranges are like $8, even at Walmart. You're like, Lord, we're drinking $8 orange juice. We some fancy people. But my grandma always said, don't worry about buying really nice clothes. You need to buy really good food, because your body will look good with really good food, and then whatever clothes you put on are going to look good on you. And I think she was way healthier before the time, for sure, on her things. And she used to juice fresh orange juice every morning for breakfast when I stay on the weekends, and they'd have fresh apple juice. She did everything out of the garden. And they lived to be well up in their 90s. So they were doing something right. All right, so I'm gonna get over here and wash 2 apples real quick. We had these soaking in apple cider vinegar. You just wanna I do my vegetables in here too. Let them soak while I'm doing other things. So get that. I'll go ahead and get them all washed while I'm here and pull them on the other side. So we love it. What a great change in our life. I haven't seen some friends of ours in over a year, and we have been doing this juicing for close to a year. And first thing they did when they saw me, they said, "Oh my God, you look so much younger. Your skin looks amazing." And I was like, well, let me tell you why. Because it's got to be. It's the juicing. And all the vegetables you're getting in. How many people really get that kind of food in them every day? All right, so we're going to add 2 apples. And always make sure you get the seeds out. My understanding, apple seeds have arsenic in them. And nobody wants to consume that. That would not be the good process. So it's a little tough for us to get off the bread. So I wasn't a big bread eater, but my wife sure does like bread. So we backed off. She was like, I don't have to stop eating bread too. And I was like, well, we are one, so you have to do what I do. So she's made a sacrifice and has backed off on her biscuits and bread. It was tough for both of us. You do like that stuff. Every once in a while we go out and have this little cheat day. I'll give me some biscuits and gravy somewhere. And we roll like that. But it goes pretty fast once you get everything cut up. And then you get rolling. Then it gets you get you a good juicer. Now this one, you put everything in. You don't have to peel anything. I do the oranges. But they just slide right apart and you just drop them in there. All right, this will be the last one. All right, we're gonna fire it up. I usually do is I'll go ahead. You know, man, these things are all juicy. And try to peel. Sometimes they want to work really well. And sometimes they want to fall apart like that. Now it looks like a lot of food. I probably got way too much oranges, so I might make more orange. It's probably gonna fill way up in that, but we're going out of town to see the kids, and I don't want to leave fruit here for the days we're gone. By the time we get back, won't be probably the best. Same with, we usually half everything, but we're gonna jack it all straight forth and use everything. You can see it already dripping. Look at the juices off of that one. And then some work peeling nicely and some give you a little bit of trouble. Like that, they want to break off. All right, so I can get that in there. And I'll turn this thing on and we'll start juicing and I'll start feeding it. And here we go. rev it up here a little faster so I can give it something to do. It's not waiting on me. So I don't over juice my juice on my cup. Boy, this smells so good. Alright, so I'll let that one cruise through there for a second. Move my plate. Cut that off. Let it drip. Well, if we had smellophone, there's something else right there. All right, so I'm gonna load it up some more. Let it get to rolling. Got my pears in there, my apples. Gets hung up. They come with a little plug pusher there. The hair can get really slushy like in there. That was good. There we go. I feel like I need to go faster because people are watching. I can only go as fast as these little things want to come out of their coverings. Slow it back down, see if it'll push that pear juice down. That orange is juicy. Close. These oranges are definitely ripe. How are we doing here? We're getting close. I'll do the last one here. Get my vitamin C in. Okay. We need to do that. We are right there on the edge. Oh man. Alright, so I'm going to let that push that, see if we can push that pear through. And I'm gonna get this ready. Alright. Gonna get my fancy dancy tool. And this thing will go all the way down. And you'll have some leftover pineapple on the side. You can take that knife and I always take it out and cut it out while I'm juicing. And then I'll hold the bottom of this until I feel it right there. All right, and then Lord, look at that goodness. And watch that. Oh. That's some sweetness right there, people. Some sweetness. Make you want to smack your mama. But don't do that. That's not good. That's not godly. All right. Let's see if this thing's sweet. Holy moly. Want to try it, honey? All right. Throw those in. The rest of my pear. Pineapples for later. And let's see. I believe we're going to have another jar of orange juice. Probably fit one more cup, and then it looks like Glenda and I will have to drink a cup. Darn. That's some juicy oranges. Watch. We're gonna have a lot more juice, honey.
That's good.
Okay, let that run for a second. Shut it off, let it do its little draining. Booyah. All right, if you want to pass me that lid, honey, the red one. All right. Make sure we got, sometimes these things get a little bit of stuff in there. Get off of there. All right, so we'll hook that up. Do a little shaky poo. Go right in the refrigerator. Now, the rest of this we'll just have to make some up ourselves and we'll finish up. So that's how we make our orange juice. I'm gonna finish this up and then we're gonna come back on and I'll show you the vegetables. See you in a minute.